Oh dear, oh dear. You're looking at least an hour there.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen all I need to see here. That's not going to be a 45-minute queue either. So we're in our boat at 49 minutes. Yeah! Well guys, it's 2:15 here at the Disney Resort on a Monday afternoon. Out there, I expect to find a very busy, very hectic holiday crowd. It has been one of the busiest stretches that we've seen in the park in quite some time. We've got an assignment, we've got a challenge for ourselves today. I'm giving myself 4 hours, give or take, 4 hours to see how much time I can save. I'm gonna go out there and try to win standby right now, you guys. I'm gonna try to apply my skills, apply my intuition about standby queues and see how much time we can save from posted to actual. Got 4 hours to do this. Let's get in the park. Let's go find some bargains. First thing we gotta do as we make our way down Main Street is check the tip board and find out where those high wait times are and if there's any victory to be had. Scrolling through Autopia, 50 minutes. I mean, I know I can beat 50 minutes at Autopia. Big Thunder, that's a possibility right there. Maybe that's one we'll go check out first. 85 minutes, I figure we could probably cut that in half. Save 40 minutes there. Buzz Lightyear 40. Pass on that one. Let's see, Haunted Mansion 40 minutes, that's no victory there for sure. 85 at Indy, we're gonna take a look at that one as well, because there's certainly time to be saved if you measure things correctly. Matterhorn 70, this is busy out there, I was right. I thought it might be, and it is. So I think those are our three biggest ones. Pirates at 25, no victory to be had there. Roger Rabbit can't beat 50, probably. Oh, Space Mountain at 100. Man, what if we cut that in half, right? That's a 50-minute savings. The goal here is to see how many minutes we can save, accumulate. You know, if I go on 4 rides, save 40 minutes each, that's 160 minutes. That sounds like a win to me. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. I want to head in the direction of Adventureland and Frontierland for Big Thunder and Indiana Jones. Those are both at 85 minutes right now, and I think I'm hoping Big Thunder's the one, because that's the one that's going to give us the best shot at doing something like 30 or 40 minutes. We'll probably save more time at Space Mountain, but it's also going to cost us a bunch of time committing to it, and I don't know, maybe we do, maybe we don't save any of that time. Imagine doing this challenge. Hello, son again. Imagine doing this challenge and spending 2 hours straight off the bat waiting for Space Mountain. Nope, I think we're gonna check in on Big Thunder first. First observation, the queue's out here alongside Rancho. That's not ideal, but it's also not as bad as as you can find it. The queue over there at Rancho can get to be 2-3 switchbacks deep. So already I am encouraged. You don't ever see Big Thunder at 85 minutes. You just never do. So that's definitely a call to action for guests to stay away. But it looks like we're already getting a discount. It said 85 on the tip board, but we have to go. You know, the challenge dictates we go by what the posted wait time is when we get here, which is 75 minutes. We're gonna go for it. 75 into the queue. At 2:25 in the afternoon, let the waiting begin. Well, bad start so far. We've been in the queue for 4 minutes and I'm actually taking my first steps forward since finding the back of the queue. 4 minutes to go 5 steps. Not a good start. Well, it says 65 minutes right now, which is somewhat encouraging, but we've been in this queue. It's what, 2:45. We've been in the queue now for just over 20 minutes. It took us 20 minutes just to do that one switchback out there and get to the threshold. It's been a bit of a slog, and I don't know if the goal was to be done in 45, 50 to save 30, 25 minutes. I'll be lucky if I save 10 or 15 minutes on this one. We may, though, get some fortune if this stays the case. No lightning lane right here. No lightning lane happening right now. So this wait that we're experiencing is just pure standby, which means, it's been really sloggy, so I would have to think that there were some lightning lane happening there. But if it's like this now, this queue should be moving much quicker. Let's see, 2:55, and we just hit the 30-minute mark. And things are gotten a little bit more. I mean, we're moving a little bit more briskly. Standby or lightning lane was still spotted, but it actually just picked up. Huge influx of guests coming through here. But I would say at 30 minutes, we're probably beyond the halfway point. The whole thing is to getting to the mix point. Once you get to the mix point, it's like 5 minutes to your vehicle. So we don't even count the stuff up the steps really, or when you get to the top of the platform there. So we're just trying to get to the mix point as quickly as possible. And I would say that at this point, 30 minutes in, yeah, we're definitely beyond halfway. So if I can get to the mix point up there in the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be pretty happy. There we go. Got some movement happening here. Things are looking up, although back of the lightning lane, it's still, oh hey guys, that's the I Am Loco right there, just coming in from a wild ride through the wilderness. So great to have these things back, right? The water, isn't that great? That is why you come to Big Thunder, if you ask me. And that lift up there when they're about ready to go past the goat. Oh, good feelings come. No sooner had I said that, expressed some optimism. They've had a rush of lightning lane. We haven't moved in about 5 minutes. We haven't moved at all. And this is the back of lightning lane right here. If we're going nowhere, literally nowhere. We're so close to the mix point too. My God.
Both sides are open, folks.
All right.
Both sides are open.
We got through the mix point at 37 minutes. That's pretty good. Actually, I'll take that. I'll take 37 minutes. Figure another 5 to 7 to get to our vehicle. And my God, where I was actually hoping for something like 35, 40, 45 minutes, it looked bleak as heck. We're at 38 minutes now as I look, and yeah, we'll be in a vehicle, I would say by 44, which is going to save us 31 minutes, crossing our fingers. Outstanding. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go, 41 minutes in our vehicle, and I did remove my hat. Well, I don't have glasses, but I removed my hat.
If any of you folks are wearing hats or glasses, best remove them.
I did.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
41 minutes, right on. Once more, pulling victory from the clutches of defeat. Posted 75, actual 41, saved 34 minutes. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to do with this. I'm trying to save about 30, 40 minutes per attraction. try to get, I want to get, really my goal is to get the 2 hour point. I want to save 2 hours from the time in 4 attractions. I don't think I can do better than 4 attractions in these 4 hours. I don't think I can do better than 1 an hour, especially considering there's time in between. You got the ride, and you got the walk, etc. So I don't know. Let's see what's on the tip board. Check out our next opportunity. Okay, let's see. Oh, Alice Close was there before. Autopia's down to 20. This could be Parade Effect. Big Thunder's down to 40. Yeah, we totally won that one. Let's see. Haunted Mansion's up though. Indiana Jones is at 80. You know what, right here. Let's go check Indiana Jones. And let's see, I want to see what Pirates is at right now on the board. Pirates is at 35. I mean, that has potential for victory, but I don't know. It's probably going to be 25, so we're going to maybe save 10 minutes there. That's my guess. I think Indiana Jones is our next chance. Now, the math on Indy is pretty basic. All we're trying to do is beat the exterior queue. We're trying to beat Lightning Lane. We're trying to get to the mix point. No, it's going to be 20 minutes. Hi. Once you get to the mix point, it's 20 minutes inside the temple itself, maybe 25 on a bad day.
Well, they did.
This might be a bad day. I think I'm in the queue right now. Oh no, that's the queue. Yeah, it's going up the steps. Oh dear. I mean, I can't get in the Indy queue without doing the required recon. But I have an expectation that it is going to be 100% occupied back here, which it is. We are at full capacity here at Indy. Oh boy. Okay, so that's looking like 40 minutes probably from where that queue is out of the threshold way out there. Hi. Where it is way out there, this is looking like 40 minutes. The good news though is that I didn't see a lot of Lightning Lane action. Oh boy. No, you've got to add 20 minutes. To whatever you see out here, you've got to add 20, 25 minutes. No matter what happens with Lightning Lane out here. So if that's 45 minutes, it's looking like a 60, 65 minute wait. And Lightning Lane is light. And there is a parade happening. I don't know if this is the one. And this is where the challenge takes a right turn, because now I've got to spend time. I can't do Indy. That's going to be 60, 65 minutes easy. And we're going to take that risk for the chance of saving 20 minutes. It's a challenge, guys. Work with me. So I'm gonna take a different kind of risk. Both Tiana's and Rise are in the 75 to 80 minutes range right now, and I think I can beat Tiana's in that 75 minutes. I don't know if there's been any breakdowns today, though, if that'll be affecting Lightning Lane. Rise of the Resistance always has breakdowns, so you just factor that in. And I know I can beat Rise, or I can, you know, I can visually tell if I can beat Rise pretty easily. That's the sound of boats in the water. I hear the music. Traction is up. Let's go find the back of the queue and see if it's a bargain. Hi guys. Still posted 75. It's in the garden. About a third of the garden. Fix my horizon. I'm gonna check real quick. I'm gonna invest 2 minutes to walk to the back. Hi guys. Hi. I'm gonna invest 2 minutes to see if they're using extended one and extended queue. Single rider. That doesn't count in this challenge. You gotta go standby. Lightning Lane. There's 2 guests there. They are in extended 1. Oh dear. And extended 2. Oh dear, oh dear. You're looking at least an hour there. And we're running the risk of a breakdown here. Lightning Lane is empty. Lightning Lane is empty. Going back out to the front, they look kind of posted. They look a little stagnant. I just checked Theme Park IQ, which is where I go to find out if there's been any breakdowns. It looks like they opened on time at 8. They had about an hour and a half lost this morning, So it's been a while, long enough for them to have catch up. Is that a 45-minute queue? I don't know. I don't think it is. I'm gonna invest 5 more minutes. I'm gonna invest 5 more minutes to go do a little recon on Rise. It's just around the corner. It's posted at 80. Now the problem with Rise is that there's, you know, a time investment also with the pre-shows, which digs into our allocation of 4 hours. 323. Yeah, it's section 4. I've seen all I need to see here. That's not going to be a 45-minute queue either. We're going to have to take a shot at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I'm already on. I'm already on this side of the park now. I've really boxed myself in to, you know, any kind of options, which, I mean, what are you going to do? It is what it is. It's a very busy day today, which is, you know, by design, I wanted to do this on a bit. This is an idea I've had for a while, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't do it on a day that was super slow where there was no victories to be had. You know, where, you know, you might save 10 minutes or something like that. I wanted to have the possibility of saving 30, 40 minutes on a ride. So we're gonna take a shot at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Let's go. So we will be getting into this queue of 75 minutes. Hey guys, how are you? At 3:25. Now we do have some benchmarks that we can lean on to help us figure out how well we're doing. For example, it would be our goal to be out of the children's garden, which is this little section right here, and to be back to this pole within 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We're at 143 right now.
If you're in our standby queues, please reverse your direction out through that entrance. Once again, we are unable to continue on walk rides with your channel.
Well, that was the risk. We knew what the risk was when we got into Tiana's. Luckily, it only cost us 4 minutes. We were only in the queue for 4 minutes before we got kicked out. I wasted no time in bouncing out of there. In 4 minutes plus whatever, the 5-10 minutes we spent doing recon down here. So we're going back to what I guess Adventureland. We'll check in on Indiana Jones once more. But it's either that or we go to, I don't know, Space Mountain. Let's see. The space is at 85 right now. It's so far to go to be wrong. It's so far to go to be wrong. I'm gonna hope that 80-minute wait time at Indy has been enough of a call to action to stay away that the standby has reduced a little bit, and we'll be catching it at the right moment. It went up to 90. Okay, I'm gonna get in. I don't care. I'm gonna get in. Holy shnikes. I'm pretty sure this is it. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna, man, I'm just gonna have to hope Lightning Lane stays light. 90 minutes, do you guys see that? 90. Don't have any benchmarks for this extended section over here, the Jungle Cruise section. I'm gonna guess I wanna be out of here in 5 minutes. That's my guess. I wanna be out of this section and into the queue proper within 5 minutes. I feel like that's a win. 10 minutes is probably par, but you're not really doing very well at 10. That's my guess.
It's like the Little Shop of Horrors.
All right, made it across the street. That took 6 minutes. 3:40. At this point, I feel like a victory is if we can get this ride done in 50 minutes. 50 minutes is our goal, to save 40. To get to 50, we have to be into the temple within 19 minutes. We have to beat this whole queue out here in the outdoor queue in 19 minutes. The only way we can do that is if Lightning Lane remains light. We need a light lightning lane, so we're gonna keep our eye on that. But so far, we've been moving okay. Now, if you follow our newsletter, if you're subscribed to that, or if you've been on Patreon, you know we've done quite a bit of recon here at Indiana Jones, and I have found a lot of benchmarks. We're coming up on the deepest one, those bottles right there, where that light is. I have measured those bottles right there. From that point, getting through all of this, through all the obelisks and getting to the ramp and all the way to the temple, that range was anywhere from 17 to 26 minutes. As light as 17, so there's hope, there's possibility. As light as 17 and as long as 26, if I recall, or if my notes are correct. So we're just getting there now, though. We're just getting to the bottles now at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So we could be conceivably to the temple at about the 35-minute point, and then spending 25 inside, 20 to 25. That gets us to 55 to 60 inside the attraction. With the posted 90, savings of 30 minutes, which is in line with the goal. Just gotta get there. And right here, we're hoping for 20 minutes to get through all this. That's lightning lane moving in right now. Not ideal. What we're probably experiencing right now with regard to lightning lane, and this is something that would happen no matter what attraction we chose. But this is probably it's what, 3:50 post-parade rush. All those guests who had lightning lanes for Indiana Jones, whatever attraction, parade's over. They rush to to their next lightning lane appointment. So you get the benefit of that if you're here. There are no lightning lanes while the parade is happening. It's very light. Then once it opens up, kind of get hit. It's gonna happen to us no matter what. So arriving at the first obelisk, it's been 17:35 all in. It took us 7 minutes to get from the bottles to this point, which is behind pace by a great margin. Reached the third obelisk. I mean, not brisk, but steady. We're at now, let's see, 25 minutes all in. 7 minutes since the first obelisk. Right now, our best case scenario is maybe 7 and then 10, 17 plus 20 inside. Our best case scenario is just over an hour. Minor victory as I make the turn up the ramp. We're still well off pace though, even if we spend, let's say, 10 minutes as I guessed on the ramp right here, and that is going to, again, depend on lightning lane. We'll be able to watch it, which right now there isn't anything happening there. But let's say we spend 10 minutes on the ramp, that gets us to the temple at 40 minutes. And then I've been saying from the beginning 20 to 25 minutes inside the temple. That's after the mix points. So that's pretty consistent. 20 minutes, 25 minutes inside, that gets us done in 65. Oh, I thought we were gonna make it. Okay. Into the temple. 34 minutes, so we're ahead of schedule on that. That's great. So if we spend even 25 minutes in the temple, we're still getting out of here at 60. That's a win. Actually, no matter what happens between now and the ride vehicle, it's a victory. We have beaten the 90. There's no chance we're not beating 90 minutes right now because we're past the mix point. So it's just a question of how much have we beaten the 90 by. Is it 30 minutes or 40 minutes? We're at 35 now. we have to be at our vehicle in 15 minutes, which is possible. We have to be at our vehicle in 15 minutes in order to get like a 40-minute win. I would love a 40-minute win. Well, so much for 15 minutes. We found it back and we haven't even entered the caves yet, so that's a bad sign for any kind of chance of doing 15 minutes to the ride vehicle. Normally, you are able to walk through the caves here, through the bats and through the spike room and all that. You can get to the back of the queue doesn't happen until you get to the dig site and the where the whale is. Plenty of time to disturb the bats. Still though, that wasn't too bad. We are now at the dig site in just 3.5 minutes. Haha, there it is. First time I put eyes on the newsreel, the Eye on the Globe newsreel, in a very long time.
The International Smart Center will be happy this year, and the new vacation hotspot is Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Everyone's agog over this intriguing discovery by famed archaeologist Indiana Jones.
Were those subtitles always there?
That rewards visitors with unlimited riches, eternal youth, or visions of the future. There's just one little hitch: the ancient temple idol. If you so much as peek into its eyes, the next stop on your itinerary will be the Gates of Doom. This jubilant junior visited the Chamber of Earthly Riches. Looks like his allowance has gone up. Sala recently visited the Observatory of the Future. Maybe he can tell us who will win the World Series. Keep your eye on the globe.
Here's something different, also.
Well, my friends, your moment is drawing near.
Used to be you would go straight ahead right here. You go right through there. They got us going around the stones and past the office. That's kind of new and twisty for those who are nerds for that kind of stuff, like me. Because it used to be you could never really put, a good look. You could never really put eyes on the caged room back there because you would go by it so quickly and turn around right away. I rather like that, thank you. You can also have time to appreciate this, which is a bit of a backstory. I don't want to get into that. Different video.
And lakes inside the transport.
Not bad.
Watch your children.
We just
And
might make that
remember,
50-minute
no
mark.
matter what?
We got a little time saved. Little minor victory. We got pulled out of the queue as a single rider. So we were in our boat at 49 minutes. Yeah. So what's that? It's a 90-40. It's a 41-minute win in our vehicle, in our boat.
You look into my eyes. Your path now Oh yeah, but please stay seated until your transport comes to a complete stop.
Let's plan our next stop, man. We got to keep this thing moving. Allison went, oh, that just changed from 50 to 40. I was about to do that. I was thinking Alice would be an easy victory. There's no way it's going to be an actual 50-minute queue. But now they've dumped it down to 40, so we lost 10 minutes of savings there. Astro Orbiter. Let's see, Utopia, no victory to be had there. Buzz Lightyear is 30 minutes. No, that's not, I can't do much better than 30 there. Dumbo at 45, that's a thought. Finding Nemo, no thank you. Indiana Jones, we just did it, 85, but it was actually 50. That's pretty good, right? Jungle Cruise, 35, that's a thought, we're right next door. Winnie the Pooh, 35. I mean, no way, right? There's no way. Matterhorn, 70. They've stopped issuing Lightning Lane. Runway Railway, 25. Wow. Smuggler's Run was at 120 earlier, now it's 60. That would have been a huge savings. Pirates at 50, that might be our next stop right there. Pirates at 50. With Space is still crushing at 95. I'm tempted. Tiana's is still closed. That's off the menu now. With Tiana's a breakdown, that is definitely off the menu because what's going to happen unless we get there right at the reopening, but then the posted wait time is only going to be 20, 30 minutes probably. It's kind of a cheat anyway, you know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of like with it not in the spirit of the game. So we'll pass on that, but I mean, at 50 minutes for Pirates, it's doubtful that the actual queue would be, I would bet it was closer to 30 is my guess, but we'll go take a look. Okay, there's Pirates right here, a rather brisk looking queue on top of the bridge. What's up, Captain? Okay. Captain was trying to video bomb my video there. I couldn't even tell what he was saying. He was on my deaf ear. Hi guys. It's still at 50, and I am very much amenable to that right now. You know what? I'm not even going to look. This is a win right here. This is a definite win. We're going to get in at half the price. So we'll get this clock started at 4:36. I mean, it's probably going to go back towards Tiana's, but just the way that this is representing itself right now, I know what a 50-minute queue looks like at Pirates, and this isn't it. Especially how not dense the bridge is back there. Look how freely these guests are moving right now. This is where the experience comes into play. When I look at this, I'm thinking, no, I think we're good. It's not going to be a walk-on. It's not going to be 20, but I feel like we can probably get 30, 35. And it looks like they're setting them back here, which is not ideal. I think we clocked in this queue at exactly the right moment to capture that 50-minute, because I just heard him ask them to change the time to 40, and they're going to take down these ropes. They're going to take down those ropes, which means the queue is shorter than the time was indicating, so we are definitely under 50 at least. Now it's just a question of how much. It's, let's see, 6:10, 6 minutes so far, and we're just about ready to start the bridge. The bridge is 8 minutes. Down the ramp is another 4. Inside that is 15, 23, 27 inside, 32. Yeah, we're gonna be, oh gosh, that says 40 minutes. That can't be right. I gotta rethink my math there. Yeah, this part of the queue is very not dense. Or unless it's something or some other reason why the guests got split up, but we just cruised halfway up the ramp here. We're already halfway through in like 20 seconds. Things look to be moving briskly down there as well. Inside the queue proper, that is moving quite briskly. That is a lack of lightning lane, if you ask me. Love the pace of this queue right now. I just love it. And that's Pirates for you, man. Pirates, even in spite of it having lightning lane. That's Pirates can do this. Pirates can just briskly take you through the queue at lightning speed. That's why I love this ride system so much. Same thing at Small World. Man, that was quick. We're gonna get to the threshold in about 4 minutes. It was 6 minutes to get to that mix point where we got up to the bridge. Spent less than 4 minutes on the bridge itself. And we'll be getting to the threshold here. We're at 10 minutes now. So this is moving quite well. And I figure maybe 10 minutes in the little extended or open area there through the threshold, and then another 5, right? Another 5 inside, 15 total. 25 minutes. I'll take that. And there you go. As we heard, he had asked him to change it down to 40. And it's not even going to be that. I don't know. I don't know. The briskness stopped a little bit while we're under the bridge. We're at 14 minutes right now. The goal was to get onto the ride by 25. I don't know if we can get all this done in 11 minutes. I'll do all this down here. We gotta go around both trees and then do this little loop back up there. That would be, and then obviously we gotta mix with up there at the top. Then do the part inside the indoor queue where we get to smell the bromine. All of that in 10 minutes. That's probably the culprit right there. Lightning Lane did back up a little bit. Okay. That was nice. That took just a couple minutes. But those folks up there are posted. That's them waiting to mix with Lightning Lane up there. Pace is picked up. They cleared the Lightning Lane queue. We're at 1940. We're atop the ramp. I figure we can get to our boat in 6 minutes. Maybe. There's still a chance. Minimum victory is 10 minutes. Minimum victory gets us to the boat. If we get to the boat in 10 minutes, that's 30 all in. That's a 20-minute savings. That's minimum victory. I want to do 30 or 40 if I can, but 20 minutes in, 20 minutes on Pirates is a pretty good deal. That's also a good sign right over there. There's hardly anybody in the Lightning Lane queue. Ah, they're starting to come in again. It's starting to fill up a little bit more. Oh, I forgot. We got to go around the back side of the building, don't we? That's going to put a chink in our plan. We might be closer to 30 than 25 for sure now at this point, because yeah, we're at 21:09 at this point. We still got 7 or 8 minutes to go. All right, guys, it is 5:01. About ready to make that left turn into the house at 25:59, 26 minutes now. And I do think it shouldn't be much more than 4 minutes to our boat once we cross this threshold. That's pretty standard. 4 or 5 minutes in here is pretty standard. So we're going to be at our boat in 30, saving 20. We did it. Okay. Well, I mean, we're 3 for 3 so far. We're having a good night. Let's see, it was Big Thunder, we saved 31 minutes. Indiana Jones posted 90, actual 50, saved 40 minutes. That's 71. And now Pirates of the Caribbean posted 50, actual 30, saved 20 more. We're at 91 minutes saved. Can we get it to 2 hours? I don't know, man. There's not a lot of like opportunity there. Not to say that two hours is the goal necessarily. It's just to see how well we can do. Let's take a look at the tip board though and see what our options are. All right, Alice in Wonderland 30, Astro 35. I mean, Autopia is actually a possibility at 40 minutes, but it might be, I don't know. The Big Thunder 65 again. My goodness. Buzz Lightyear. Dumbo's closed. Boy, we're running out of options. Haunted Mansion, I'm not even going to try it. There's no way there's a victory there. Small World's 20 minutes. Oh, you know why? Because it's it's not Christmas anymore. People are over it. Jungle Cruise is 15. I mean, that's light. I mean, get it. Go get it if you're here. Matterhorn 60. There's a possibility. Matterhorn. We might be in luck at 60 there. Runaway Railway 25. Nope. It probably is 25. Let's see. Smuggler's Run. No, thank you. Peter Pan 50. I mean, there's a savings there to be had, I think. Pirates is down to 30. Wow. And Space Mountain is 100. I mean, could it really be? It's been at 100 since I started this. We got here at about 2 o'clock, maybe even before that. I'm not sure, but that's when I started looking at it. It's around 2 o'clock, and it's been at or near 100 this whole time. So the fact that it stayed there suggests that it's probably a healthy weight and will remain that way for a little while. Oh, 5:30 means the parade is about to happen. It's about to fire down there at Town Square. So there's a little bit of break that we're going to get, but we're also, if it's anything close to 100, we're going to get a break, but then we're also going to hit, because it's not, we're not going to be done before the parade is over, I guess is what I'm saying. So while we will get a break, we're also going to get the rush after, which would be the opposite of what we need. It's what we kind of got at Indiana Jones. We'll drive by Matterhorn first. I have an intimate understanding, a very intimate knowledge of what is a good queue and not a good queue at Matterhorn. It was posted 70 when we checked it before. Let's hope for the hope. On the way, Star Tours is 35. I mean, it's not the worst queue I've ever seen, but they are in the expanded area there, so we're not going to get a huge discount. If you get one, it's going to be 5 or 10 minutes. Autopia, 40 minutes posted, but they're all up there on the risers. That's not looking good. It's probably not 40, but we're looking to save more than 5 or 10 minutes. We're looking to get a victory here. A victory, and that can only happen at either Space Mountain or Matterhorn. We walked by Space Mountain. I could not see anything, but it would have cost us 10 minutes to go up there and look. I'm just going to assume it's dirty. I'm just going to assume that Space Mountain is not the answer, but if Matterhorn fails, then we will try that. There she is. Matterhorn Mountain. Bobsleds on the track. Make our way in the corner. Let's see how far the extended queues are. It does look like, yeah, we're all the way to extended 3. So that's not good. That's not good at all, is it? We're at extended 3. Oh dear. That's 15 minutes by itself. Extended 3 is. Yeah, that right here, all that's 15 minutes on its own. Starting at that lamp up there. And they look posted. They do not look like they're having the best time. And that goes against my strategy. Let's see, I'm gonna keep moving. Tree lamp is full. Left of tree and left is full. Boy, they're using the whole thing, you guys. They're using the whole thing. And I can't even go that way. Thank goodness. Not only that, but they're calling it 60 now, and they're calling it 60, and the back of the queue is now out. It has escaped. This is violating every principle that I have of what kind of queue is a go. They're calling that 60. The queue has escaped the normal perimeter. It is completely full. The crowd's not moving. It's very sticky. We're at extended 3. Can't do it. I can't do it. That's not the one. That's not the one. So it's back to Space Mountain, where it's still posted at 100. We're gonna have to hope for something like Indiana Jones, where the lightning lane stays away, and where this has been a significant enough call to action to keep people out of the standby queue for a while. But I mean, it's gonna be minimum an hour, right? First test, first barrier is lightning lane, and there is a queue. I could see a queue developing over there, so there's definitely a collection of guests still using their lightning lane here for Space Mountain. It's not horrendous, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's definitely gonna stop standby. That's a standby stopper, that queue is. But for how long? I don't know. Like I said, we're probably gonna get a break from the parade. People will stop showing up for a few minutes, for half an hour or so, but I don't think that's gonna be enough time. We have to be done with the attraction by then in order to feel the full benefit. Oh boy, this is gonna be a disaster. There's no way I get this done in less than an hour, right? Even that would be, 80 minutes would be a victory here. This is just not a go, is it? My science brain wants to stay in this queue and observe, and I think I might, but every other instinct in me is saying, get the hell out of here. But I want to know what it's like. I want to know how long this really will be. One thing that I can say for sure is that we can throw out the whole call to action to stay away argument. They haven't stayed away. If that were the case, if that were a thing that was happening in this queue right now, we wouldn't be at the freaking door. We wouldn't be at the literal door of the extended interior queue right now. Didn't happen. Couldn't do it, guys. Couldn't do it. I bounced for a variety of reasons. But it's just, that's, again, like Matterhorn, it goes against my better judgment to do that. I was more curious than, in terms of just what it was like, as opposed to actually trying to beat Disney, try to, outsmart Disney. They're winning that one. Also, it occurred to me to check Theme Park IQ, which is the site I used for a lot of my research in terms of wait times and things like that. And look at this, you guys. This is the reason why it's been 100 minutes all day. Look at those big white gaps. We showed you something like that for Tiana's. They had that one breakdown early in the morning, but otherwise it had been pretty okay. But check that out. That's a solid 3 hours of downtime. And that 3 hours is going to show up as MEPs for any standby guest that was past the mix point, plus obviously any guest that already had a Space Mountain a Space Mountain lightning lane, plus guests who had an MVP for other top tier attractions and they're using it for Space Mountain there as well. So Space Mountain is just, it's a dead zone right now. It's a no-go. Even if it's not 100, that's not a queue you should be getting into. That is definitely not a queue that you should be getting into. Neither was the Matterhorn. I don't know. I've got time for one more attraction, but I don't know where to go at this point. Autopia it is. It's no longer 40. It's at 30, but they have cleared a whole bunch of the queue, and this is the moment right now. Actually, that parade is going on. The parade is fired. I think we can get through this queue before the parade is finished and make a savings here. I don't know what it's going to be, but what I'm pretty sure of is that it's not 30. We're going 4 lanes. We got 4 lanes of traffic. That's in our favor. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in terms of the risers here. When we walked by here when it was 40 minutes, and that was about 10 minutes ago, all this was full up here. We have one riser being used right now, a switchback, but the other ones up there were being used as well. They've managed to clear that, which suggests that they are operating optimally. They are efficient right now, especially with the lack of lightning lane. I think lightning lane's all trying to see the parade, or they just don't have one for Autopia at this point. So we're gonna be pure standby. 5 minutes in the queue so far. I was hoping that we weren't in the rotunda, but it looks like we will have to endure this. I feel like this is like another 5 or 7 minute wait in here. So we're looking at getting to the mix point in 12, and then what, to our vehicles and maybe another 10. So it's 22 minutes right now. So at this point we're competing with the actual posted wait time of 30 minutes. There's a really strange thing happening on the tip board right now where there's a few attractions that are super high times, but then a bunch that are just absolutely low, like total bargains. That's why I chose Autopia. But look at Alice is 15, Astro Orbiter 10. I mean, these are not deals. There's no deals to be made there. Big Thunder, we already did. I can't repeat that. Big Thunder Buzz is closed. Casey's 10. Like, where's the? I can't save any time on any of those, so I can't really kick. Dumbo's 20. Nemo's 30. There's no chance I'm beating 30 minutes on Nemo. Haunted Mansion Holiday, completely other side of the park. Probably no chance I can beat 55. I already did Indiana Jones. Smart World Holiday suddenly has jumped up from 20 to 45. That's actually probably a possibility, but it's too late now. Jungle Cruise, 5 minutes. What the what? Mad Tea Party 5. I mean, these are great times, and they're definitely go situation. Get in those queues. But for the purposes of this video, I can't do any of these rides. Matterhorn, we passed on that because that's against our religion to get in that queue. And let's see, Runaway Railway 25. That's a great time. Smuggler's Run 65. I just don't want to get on that ride. I just don't want to. I'm sorry. Toes is 50. Peter Pan 35. That was 50 not long ago. We probably could have saved 15 minutes on that if we'd gotten in there. Ordered the Pirates. Roger Rabbit. No, thank you. That probably is 50. Splash 75. Splash Space down from 100 to 75. Check that out. And then Star Tours. We walked by that. 25. It probably is 25. Rise completely other side of the park. And then Tiana's is open, but at 50, and that's not going to be any kind of possibility because of these downtimes, the breakdowns. So while it seemed like I was just jumping in the next available queue, there was a lot of thought applied to that actually, and it all happened in a matter of 60 seconds ago, or 60 seconds or so. I looked at the tip board and I'm like, nope. There's one, that's it. Autopia is the only possibility for any kind of improvement on the posted wait time, even though things are not going in our favor at the moment. All right, 12:54, 55, almost 13 minutes. We're finally mixing. My best guess is maybe 5 to 8 minutes to get to a vehicle from this point. By the way, if I have that correct, that was 7 minutes we spent inside that little extended rotunda space in there. 7 minutes. I know people are going to say I'm crazy, but this is a definition of Disneyland scene for me. I don't want to know a Disneyland that doesn't have this right here. Here we go, 1924. Oh, that's us right here. Oh, there we go, okay. I got pulled out of the queue again. I thought I did. So I said, no, that's your car right there, get in it. So 19 minutes, and we're on the streets of Autopia, sweet. Not a 30 or a 40-minute victory, but it's a victory nonetheless by 10 minutes. As I was showing on the tip board, at this point in the night, we didn't have a lot of options. You know, things got taken away from us. It was so weird, that end, how the dichotomy of times from 100 minutes to 10 or 5 even. So our choices were limited. This was a fun challenge, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. doing this with me, and I think I'm gonna try to do it again. There's this one, and then my 3 worst queues challenge. I'll be picking that one up again later, where I just get in whatever the dirtiest looking queue is I can find on the tip board, and I get in it just for fun, like Space Mountain. Let's enjoy Autopia here for a minute. My favorite. It really is one of my favorite rides. But yeah, all in, we saved a total of 100 minutes. We took 200 minutes and turned it into 100. I don't know what we did. Powers of observation. This is where it works in your favor to like just have some experience, and sometimes all it takes is watching our videos to figure that out. You know, and I was tempted, mind you, I was tempted to get into those Matterhorn queues and that Space Mountain queue and the Rise of the Resistance queue. I was tempted, but they weren't the right ones. They weren't the ones worth saving. And you could spot those if you just apply a little bit of critical thinking, and we stop. So that's what you could do. And I could go back and hit those other attractions later, Tiana's and all that, and you know, try again. But at that point in time when I was in there, it was the wrong time. And that's how you save time at Disneyland. It's by using those powers of observation. Don't be afraid to invest a little time to look at the queues, to do a little recon, to check. You know, we lost some time in Tiana's, and Rise tried to figure out a place to go, and it didn't work out. But luckily, we got real lucky with Tiana's, where it bounced us out within 3 minutes. We could have been waiting in there for half an hour and lost all kinds of time. So that was pretty fortunate. But as for this show, I think we're done. We're gonna call it right here on Autopia as I take it into the house. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like this show and want to show you support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbake. You can follow us on Instagram at _freshbake, on Twitter at freshbakedisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at freshbakedisney. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. We love you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Baked, and I'm going to try not to hit anybody, because that's forbidden. You're not supposed to. Don't bump the car in front. That's frowned upon. Fresh Baked.
Gracias.